In the 10th century Islamic world, a philosopher named Al-Farabi executed a radical synthesis of Platonic and Aristotelian thought. His work centered on a discipline he called Falsafa Madaniya. This translates directly to the philosophy of society. This discipline maps the ultimate point of human existence, prioritizing cosmic purpose over the mundane logistics of tax collection or administrative law. Al-Farabi begins by defining the human telos, the natural, final goal that our species is built to pursue. He defines this telos strictly as the achievement of ultimate happiness in a purely intellectual afterlife. Securing a place in this afterlife requires an individual to master rigorous, abstract reasoning. It is an exceptionally difficult cognitive state to reach. This creates the core tension of his entire philosophy. If cosmic salvation requires high-level metaphysics, how can a society save citizens who are entirely incapable of doing philosophy? To answer that, we have to look at Al-Farabi's harsh biological baseline. Human beings are born with profoundly unequal intellectual endowments and temperaments. This animated diagram charts what Al-Farabi calls innate character. Because of biological reality, only a microscopic fraction of the population, sitting here at the extreme right tail, actually possesses the capacity for true theoretical philosophy. His solution to this structural deficit is the construction of the Medina Fadila. This is the excellent city, an environment meticulously engineered to bridge the cognitive gap. To make this excellent city function, Al-Farabi demotes religion into a pedagogical tool, a metaphorical interface designed by ruling philosophers to hack the minds of the non-philosophical masses. You cannot design a perfect city without first understanding the system it sits inside. Al-Farabi grounds his political theory in the broader cosmic order. He categorizes human beings as unique ontological hybrids. We possess corruptible physical bodies bound to the earth, but we also possess immaterial intellects that can survive death. Above us is the active intellect, a supralunary entity of pure thought. It feeds foundational laws of logic downward into the human mind. Notice this active intellect does not interact with the physical body. It strictly engages the rational faculties of the soul. This dynamic establishes the ultimate human duty. We must actualize our innate intellectual potential through rigorous thought until our minds perfectly match the pure state of the active intellect. This model outright rejects standard theological doctrine. For Al-Farabi, there is no physical resurrection of the body, only the perfected rational soul survives. The afterlife is a strict meritocracy of the mind. Perfecting your reasoning in life guarantees a higher rank of felicity in the hereafter. Scaling this level of mental perfection across a population requires severe structural organization. Al-Farabi dictates human societies must mimic the flawless efficiency found in natural organisms and the cosmos. This is the principle of similitude. This triptych compares the cosmos, a human body, and a social hierarchy. In the center, the heart unilaterally directs all subordinate organs. On the right, this maps onto the first ruler, acting as the societal heart, directing citizens based on innate talents. When a city perfectly replicates this rigid organic hierarchy, it provides the required structural stability. The resulting surplus of time and resources allows every citizen to pursue their intellectual perfection. But the system faces a severe bottleneck. Ultimate happiness requires that every citizen understand the complex cosmic order we just outlined. We already established the biological reality of this city. The vast majority of citizens simply lack the brainpower to comprehend complex metaphysical truths. Al-Farabi creates an epistemic workaround. He argues there are two entirely different but valid ways to acquire this mandatory knowledge. The first path is reserved for the philosophical minority. They learn the objective, scientific reality of the cosmos through rigorous, demonstrative logic. The second path is designed for the non-philosophical majority. They must learn these exact same concepts through affinity and symbolic representation. This cognitive divide creates a logistical absolute. The city requires a translation engine to turn objective science into digestible symbols. Al-Farabi defines Millah, religion, as precisely that translation engine. He treats it as an instrument of political and pedagogical rulership, engineered for guidance. This matrix visualizes the process. Objective philosophy is the input. The first ruler is the central processor. The philosophical first cause enters, and a ruler translates it into the recognizable output of God. Cosmic intelligences are similarly converted into angels and demons. This applies equally to daily rituals. Religious laws act as preparatory technologies, habituating the masses into moral virtues, keeping their physical temperaments balanced, maximizing their limited intellectual capacity. Executing this requires a rare profile. The first ruler of the excellent city must simultaneously be an accomplished philosopher, lawgiver, prophet, and imam. Their supreme value is not simply knowing demonstrative truth. It is the rare rhetorical genius required to build the compelling religious metaphors that keep the city moving. To prove the necessity of this design, Farabi contrasts it with what he calls deficient cities, specifically focusing on the necessary city. This blueprint illustrates the necessary city. It's a highly functional state, but its cooperation is dedicated entirely to generating material wealth and securing physical bodies. Despite its absolute economic success, the necessary city is a failure. By optimizing exclusively for material wealth and bodies, it completely abandons humanity's true intellectual telos. The excellent city's mechanics are exact. The cosmos dictates the structure. The philosopher-prophet rules. Religious law elevates the citizens. The true philosopher ascends toward a realm of pure thought, leaving the structured, metaphorical confines of the city far behind. But that solitary success is structurally impossible for the public. Without the guiding interface of religious law, the masses are guaranteed to fail at their cosmic purpose. Religion serves as the essential operating system required to scale metaphysical perfection across an inherently unequal world. It provides the symbolic bridge that individuals need to reach their final end.